Hey, what's up, hunks? It's Kel here, back with another commentary, and today is Storytime Sunday. Now, this Sunday, I want to be talking about one of my many experiences running away from the cops, and took place in my own neighborhood and with a lot of my recent friends. I was with Matthew, Jason, and my brother, and this took place about a month ago. I might split this video into two separate videos or two separate parts, depending on how long it is. So, to give you some background on the story, we would always climb on this elementary school near our house for fun. I don't know why, but we would always do it. We would always get on top of the second story, basically just so we can see all of our neighborhood and all of the nearest neighborhoods and everything. So this was kind of a basic thing for us. We would do this anytime that we were bored, so we weren't expecting anything to go wrong. It was about 9 or 10 when all four of us left me and my brother's house. There was only one person inside when we got there, the janitor. So the school is basically this L-shaped building with the bottom of the L being 2 stories, and at the end of the bottom of the L there is a gym. And on the corner of the inside of the L there is this balcony. And that is how we get on top of the school without any other help from stairs or ladders or stuff. So basically the only way to get up there is by climbing or having someone else push you up, making it really easy to get up there, but really hard if you're the first person. The most strongest person out of the group is my brother, and he's the one who went up first, and then he pulled up Jason, and then he pulled up me, and then he pulled up Matthew. The longest part of all of this was getting onto the balcony, because the balcony has no support to get up there at all. You basically have to climb onto a window and then have someone go under you and push you up with their shoulders for you to get on. After the hardest part was done, we climbed from the balcony to the connection between the gym and the second story. There was a gap between the gym and the second story, which made it easier for us to get on whatever we wanted. If we wanted to get onto the gym, we could get on the gym by climbing into the heater and then onto the roof of the gym, and vice versa for the second story. We ended up getting onto the second story because we've only been on there a little bit before. I don't think Jason has ever been on it until then, so we were basically doing all this to show him what it's like to get up there and blah 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 blah. But we got into the second story, and then there's the long part of the L that we've never been on before, because you have to climb onto the second story and then down from the second story to get onto the long part of the L, which is only 1 story. So we got onto the second story, and then we got onto the long part of the L, where we were just messing around, looking around, and everything. And there was these air conditioner type things, or these vents that you could open hatches and get inside, and we trapped Jason in one of them as a joke. But I just had to share that because that was probably the highlight of it all. But around this time is when things started to get worse. We were messing around up there, throwing rocks at each other, doing stupid kid things, and then this guy pulled into his house, which is right across from the school, and he got out of his truck and yelled, "Hey, you're not supposed to be up there." Well, we aren't, but we were kids, so we didn't really care. I was perfectly fine with just like slowly getting off and brushing off whatever he said, but right when he said this, the other 3 bolted. They bolted towards the second story, and we don't know how to get on top of the second story, and we don't know how to get down quick. So we assume that he's calling the cops, so we start bolting towards the second story, and we get on top of each other and get onto the second story. We run across to the gap in between the gym and the second story, and then we don't know what to do at this point, because getting down from this hurts like hell. Because the time before this, I jumped off of it without caring, and there's concrete under the balcony, and it hurt like hell. So we weren't just gonna jump off or else we were gonna get hurt. So we kind of just sit there, and we come up with the idea to let Jason down first by like hanging and then jumping off so it won't hurt as much. So we're on the balcony, and we start letting Jason down, and now he's hanging from his fingertips when we hear something, and I look at the window that's right next to the balcony that we usually use to get on the balcony, and I see a shadow, and at this point I'm freaking out, and right before I can say something, the blinds open. So imagine this for a second. Imagine being a janitor just, cleaning your school or doing your stuff, and then you start seeing shadows and like movement outside the room of the classroom that you're in, and then when you open the blinds, you see a kid staring you right in the face, hanging it from the balcony that's right next to you. So obviously she flipped shit, and she called the police as well, and Jason just dropped and fucking bolted across the playground as quick as he could. And me, Matthew, and my brother, we bolted so that she wouldn't see that we're still on there. And we don't know how to get off at this point because we can't climb down or else she's gonna see. And we go to the gap between the gym and the second story again, and there is this wall of air conditioners and vents and things, and we thought that the best thing to do was to climb over all of those vents and wait on the other side until we find a way down. We know for sure that the cops are here at this point and that we need to get down now. So basically on the other side of the school, or of the L, I should say, of the bottom of the L, there is this alleyway. And on the other side of the alleyway is the store. And we were on the other side of the gap, and we were looking at this alleyway that was basically the way out, and we had no way to get down. So my brother, he was searching for ways to get down, and he decided to get onto this gutter and rappel down. So he got onto the gutter, and he slowly started getting down, and he got to the ground, and he was in the alleyway, and he was waiting for us, thank God, or else he probably would have gotten caught if he ran out. So he was waiting for us, and then Matthew went second, and then I went last. And we were all freaking out with adrenaline. So we run towards the gym, the entrance of the gym, which is at the end of the alleyway. And this alleyway is a dead end if you go the other way. So we have to go this way. So we go to the entrance of the gym, and right before we turn the corner, we see a cop car, and the cop car is parked, and there's a cop talking to the janitor right there. So we thought that he saw us, so we turned around, and we bolted back down the alleyway. We had no way to get out, so we all used quick thinking, and we climbed the giant fence that separates the alleyway from the Dollar General that's right next to it. But I want to end this story on a cliffhanger just to fuck with you guys. I'll upload the next part tomorrow, and it's already 8 minutes long, so I probably have to do this anyway. But I hope you guys enjoyed this story time Sunday, and hopefully you will enjoy my other videos. So that is all. I hope you guys have a great day. Peace out, and I'll see you guys in the next commentary. Anymore.